It's the one, the only Nick, and welcome to Wart Wart Productions. Ever since I was a kid, I've been enamored by history, and some of my favorite movies of all time were the Indiana Jones trilogy, The Adventure Through Ancient Places, the 80s Camp, Harrison Ford's unforgettable one-liners, and these just incredible chase sequences that make these movies what they are. So when I got a PS4 for Christmas in 2015, it didn't take me too long to find the Blue Point remaster pack of the PS3 Uncharted trilogy. These games quickly became everything for me. I replayed them again and again, memorizing every set piece and loving every second. The third one was always my favorite. I replayed it for the first time in years recently. And these fucking set pieces, man. Running through a burning French chateau, jumping out of a goddamn plane in this fucking boat. I'll never forget this goddamn boat. So when I heard Uncharted 4 was coming out basically right around my 16th birthday in May, I was so hyped. And this is it. This is the same copy I got 10 years ago for my 16th birthday, even still including this little ad for No Man's Sky with the wrong release date on it. This game, without a doubt, became my favorite game of all time. When I beat it for the first time, I immediately restarted it. I'm not going to do a whole retrospective of this game, going through its development and story. Trust me, there are much better YouTube channels that have already done that. Instead, this is my little tribute to my favorite game of all time. Going through my favorite moments with it, the little stories I have about it, and the impact it had on me and my tastes in games. The first thing that struck me with Uncharted 4 is that it's unbelievably fucking gorgeous. You got to keep in mind, Uncharted 4 came out only 2 years after the whole Watch Dogs debacle. Creating fake trailers and not delivering upon them was nearly the norm at the time. So when Uncharted 4 debuted with some of these absolutely graphically beautiful trailers, people were admittedly a little skeptical. But then it came out, and holy fuck, it's nearly impossible to believe this game is 10 years old. I'm convinced if this game came out today, it would be one of the most beautiful games of the year. This game is the last in a lineage of console-exclusive games like Super Mario 64, Halo 3, or Sonic Adventure that were created to push the limits of their respective hardware, to show the buying public why you should buy this console over the competition. Uncharted 4 hits that perfect rail middle ground of games like Cyberpunk 2077, Ghost of Tsushima, or Nier Automata that are incredibly photorealistic, but also have great art direction. I love the contrasty, very bloomy look and aesthetic of this game. Every area is so visually distinctive. Italy has its seasoned greens with rustic stone grays and browns and ancient reds that so flavorfully and definitely inspired Mafia: The Old Country. Scotland has a coolness about it with mossy greens and inky blues, and of course, Madagascar with its pungent clay oranges. Also, these character models are absolutely stellar and incredibly detailed. I need to see the fucking alchemy Naughty Dog did to get a machine with 8 gigs of RAM and an AMD Jaguar chip to render this game, and with the polish it has. This game is a rock-solid 30 frames per second with almost no drops, glitches, or issues. As hard as it is, I am going to pick my 3 favorite moments from this game that I feel like define it. 3 moments that absolutely stunned me and dropped my jaw. Firstly, I love this moment at the end of the Italy section when you swing through the window and it's fucking Uncharted, baby. The Italy section is one of my favorite levels in all of Uncharted. And I love the unease it builds with everything going so well. As someone who has played all these games, I know something is about to happen and then it all goes wrong all at once. Also, too, Naughty Dog had been introducing new mechanics and a new feel, considering this was led by Neil Druckmann and Bruce Straley instead of Amy Hennig. The moment when you fly through a window, immediately into cover as a bunch of motherfuckers are trying to spray you to shreds is this new development team reminding us players they know exactly what Uncharted is. Even this game is going to be different. Even though this game is going to be different from previous Uncharted games and incorporate slightly stealthy elements, these classic cover-based shooting galleries are still sacred. It's a very reassuring moment as the player, and it is also just so much fucking fun. The gunplay feels so much smoother and refined compared to its predecessors. And barely making it to the getaway car under a hail of gunfire is so unbelievably Uncharted. So next, ever since Uncharted 2, all of these games have had some sort of caravan section, and Uncharted 4's may be the greatest scripted set piece of all time. There have been many great linear set pieces before, but this one takes the cake for me. The set piece after the clock tower is my favorite level of gaming ever. It is so fucking fast and full of frenzy. The town flashes by you so fast, and ducking and swinging in and out of alleys and side streets, avoiding this machine gun truck is like crack cocaine. The way the environment gets destroyed as you drive through them with no slowdowns is so impressive too. Uncharted 4 never stops being a showcase for the PS4, and even 10 years later, it is unendingly impressive. The absolute best part of this whole fucking section is when you're about to drive into the sea and you throw the grapple rope onto the machine gun truck and are swinging wildly while being sprayed constantly, and it culminates into skiing with the rope from the truck as you shoot, punch, and jump your way through this caravan. Words cannot describe the visceral levels of fun this is for me. Most of the blowjobs I've had in my life have not felt as good as this level. Man, it was a special time when Naughty Dog was so effortlessly in their bag and creating sections like this that are just so thematically beautiful and have so much damn sauce. Also, Elena showing up right after the section was brilliant and caught me completely off guard. This section was nothing short of fucking magic in 2016. I remember when I first showed this game to my childhood best friend, he would not stop asking me if there is a sword fight somewhere in it. You know, I get it, with swashbuckling pirates dominating its story, and throughout this game, I lied to him and said there wasn't. But if you've played this game, you know about its fucking awesome ending sequence in the bowels of Henry Avery's pirate ship, as fires glint off the tons of gold, gems, and priceless artifacts that surround Nathan. You and Rafe have this momentously cinematic sword fight, slashing backwards and forwards as everything crumbles around you. This culminates in this awesome scene as Sam shoots a cannonball into the ground, allowing you to escape and leading to the epilogue of the game. I fucking love this game so goddamn much. It really is the bombastic end of an era to the linear AAA action games that defined the late 2000s and early 2010s. After this game, AAAs became infatuated with open world and live service games, seeking to dominate a player's time and obsessing over engagement. Even games like God of War 2018 or Jedi Fallen Order or Metro Exodus seem to follow a semi-open world format that opened up the linearity. This was the final time it really felt like a AAA studio committed to making a full-budget, massive-feeling linear experience. Linear narrative games like this continued in the indie and AA spaces. And now recently, with games like Pragmata, Resident Evil 9, and the soon-to-release 007 First Light, the AAA linear game is making a comeback, which is awesome to see. One of these days, I may make a video detailing the entire story and development history of this game as it deserves. But today, I just wanted to give a little tribute to celebrate the 10-year anniversary of my personal favorite game. Anyways, this is Nick from War Productions. Catch you on the fly.